Oh, it's another Schmoedown time.
Oh yeah, like Schmoedown time.
So we're recording this. You just got off an AMA with Patreon manager Emma Fife.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, asked a lot of good questions, got a lot of good answers.
Yeah, that's crazy. What's up, guys? We're the Cinefanatics. My name's Chris Adams.
And I'm Robert Adams.
And we are here for another Schmoedown reaction. As I said, this time it is the Innergeekdom. And that is Kevin Smets versus David Moore.
Yeah, so these are two new competitors.
Yeah, some fresh faces.
So, I mean, right off the bat, when looking at two new competitors, we always got to ask still, who are you going for?
I know who I'm going for.
I think I have a pretty good idea who I'm going to go for. It's probably the same one you're going for, and probably almost the same reason.
Yep.
I know we're going to go for Kevin Smets because he's liked one of our social media postings. And,
yeah, that's the reason.
And we're simple people. If you like us, we like you. In fact, that's actually how I scored my first date in high school. She liked me, I liked her, got a date. Cool. Not that I want to date Kevin
You currently
Smets.
live with your brother. How'd that work out for you?
I liked living with you, you liked living with me. Easy peasy. Anyways, a Schmoedown is going on, and this is going to be probably a pretty interesting match. Although we don't know anything about these two competitors, so who knows?
Which is why I bring it back to, you were in a Patreon AMA with Emma Fife, which is interesting because the only reason we're able to do it this early is because we're on the Patreon. And I like mentioning these in every single one of the teams in Innergeekdom matches so far is because
we weren't going to be able to do these.
We weren't initially going to be able to do these because they were going to be Patreon only. But so many of you signed up for the Schmoedown's Patreon that we are now able to react to these in front of everybody. Not just whoever can sign up for the Patreon. More on that later, possibly, we don't know yet. Mm-hmm. But, that being said, if you're not signed up for the Patreon for the Schmoedown, we want to make sure that you know that it's only $1, at least $1 right now per month. I'm going to keep plugging that every single time we do one of these just because we want to support and show love to the Schmoedown folks, Christian and the team, as much as possible. So, get on that Patreon, just $1 per month. If you can afford it, do it. It's worth it. It's going to grow the Schmoedown and allow us to keep having cool matches like this to react to.
Yeah. So speaking of this match, let's watch it.
Let's get into it.
Yeah. Speaking of Emma.
There she is.
Hey, good. Oh,
Grace.
I like what you've done with the place. Yeah, done is not the word I would use for what's happening here right now.
Nor would I. Look, I know we've talked about this briefly, but I do need you to actually sign my manager paperwork. So I just need your initials at the bottom, and then we'll be good to go.
Yeah. Listen, Grace. You've caused a little trouble in the Schmoedown in the past. You kind of stabbed me in the back, but I am trusting that you have turned over a new leaf. Much as I am making every attempt to be a neutral party and not have biases, I believe that you are also not going to cause trouble this time around, so.
Of course not. Look, you know it's all just part of the fun of the game. You can't take it personally. Don't worry about it.
It's not really what the issue. Anyway. All right, well, that's good to go. You are officially sanctioned to be a manager.
Perfect. I will be on my best behavior.
I look forward to seeing who you're managing.
Yeah, I'm excited to see everybody. Okay, cool. Thank you.
Oh no.
Well, that's interesting.
Is she gonna go and try to manage like the Fife Club now? Because I could have sworn that's what they're trying to get Roxy for.
Well, apparently we don't know where the Sharwolves are ending up yet, so I thought they were going to go with Roxy also, which makes sense to me, but who knows?
I am great. Christian Baby Carrots is on top of the world. Why? Because we got two new competitors in the Innergeekdom division. Christian, we get to see a dream realized and one crushed for all eternity.
The Innergeekdom division is wide open at the moment. The champion is Mike Kalinowski, defending that championship in a little bit on the 23rd. And we don't have Jason Inman anymore. Rachel Cushing is still causing havoc. We know that. We know we have Adam Lavick out there. Mark Hanopik has stepped down. We have an open field, and new competitors are showing up, and we have 2 of those new rookies hitting the stage tonight.
It's like an intense game of Quidditch, Christian. That is from Lord of the Rings, I believe. Might be mistaken on that one. Right. But David Moore coming into this. So David Moore, he comes from a long line of great host performers, but he's not about house sport today. He's about the name on the front of the jersey. This is David's first time under the white hot spotlight, and then you look at who he's going up against. Kevin Smets. Step right up and greet the Smets. Kevin looks ready to play.
My pick last year was Ethan Irwin. This year, my pick is Kevin Smasher Smets. And Kevin Smets was a guy, he auditioned on the Patreon tier. He auditioned, and to be honest with you, at the time, he wasn't ready.
Wasn't ready to go, but you might be. Check out the Movie Trivia Schmoedown Patreon today.
I like what you did there. But what I said, I suggested to Kevin, I said, listen, why don't you go, there are so many great fan leagues out there. There's Full Metal Trivia. There's all these different trivia leagues out there. Look at what happened with Chance Ellison. Look at Paul Oyama. You can build up and get here by doing that, and he did just that. Dominated in the Innergeekdom division in the fan leagues, and now he got himself back a shot at the pros.
That's right. Talking about Moore and Smets beforehand, they were both in a lather, sweaty, ready to go, and I mean that literally. These guys are sweating. They're foaming at the mouth. Let's take a look at their pre-interviews.
Okay. Do I have to?
Yeah.
It's your boy David.
Here's gonna be the reaction for that.
First time in the Innergeekdom Schmoedown.
All right, let's just get one thing out of the way, shall we? We didn't come
That's a
here
thumbnail, isn't
to
it?
win
Yes, it is.
championship belts, okay? What we came here to do is go through this league, starting at the bottom and cleaning house till we get all the way to the top. And you can bet on that.
Now, Schmoedown fans, you cool people out there, I know you don't know who I am. I am a nerd since the day I was born. I hope that you all accept me, and even if you don't, it's all good, it's all love. I'm still gonna win it.
This kid is a trained killer, right? While the rest of this league is spending their weekends sitting on a bar stool, guzzling beer in some 2-bit dive bar. You want to know what Kevin Smets is doing? He's sitting in the trivia dungeon training, watching movies like 2003's Daredevil, the one with Ben Affleck. And you want to know why? Because he likes pain.
Kevin Smets.
That was a
He
good
seems
movie,
like he might know what
especially
they're
the director's cut.
The fan leagues, he's got his training, he's got his background. But again,
I enjoyed it.
they come the
I'm
harder.
not gonna say it was a
Let me take you back 10 months.
Great
I did an
movie.
audition, right? On Patreon.
I enjoyed it.
Christian, he says, you know what? You're not ready for the cut. Every second since April, for 10 months, I have been thinking about coming back here to show you that you made a mistake. When I'm done, when all of the bodies are down and I'm standing in the ashes, then Harloff, you'll remember my name and I'll take that title and you'll remember Kevin Smets, the one you sent away who came back and took everything. David Moore, you know what you're gonna need today?
We got like a lot of cocky people coming out of the fan league.
yeah, but I feel like I'm going for the right one this time.
Oh, okay.
Get ready, Geekdom. Here we come.
All right, this is gonna be good.
All right, so it looks like, I mean, I don't know who this Kaiser is that
No
he's got
idea.
with him. He's got this manager Kaiser who seems to be talking a lot of
So
smack.
say?
So say,
the attitude
yeah.
of the Kevin Smets that I saw was not the same guy I saw in that interview. This seems to be a different, a very different Kevin Smets who seems to have a little bit of an edge and an attitude. I don't know if that's going to work. I've seen it work for some people. I've seen it fail miserably. David Moore, on the other hand, nice, respectable kid. I like it. I like the fact that he's here, he wants to play, and he wants to do good things. For me, that's the way I would enter a new place. I'd have respect for people when it's
Shake some hands, look you in the eye. This Smets guy, he may be more machine now than man, twisted and evil.
Nice, I like what you did there. But right now, we don't know the strengths. We don't know the weaknesses.
We don't know anything about
Dark
this.
All we know
Smets.
is that we have 2 competitors trying to make a name for themselves. Are you ready to go?
I am prepared.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the Movie Trivia Schmoedown!
Nerd edition.
Yeah.
I love it.
Introducing
Should put like the tape on our glasses for these.
Nope, too far.
Oh.
making his Schmoedown Innergeekdom debut. Give it up for David Moore!
Okay, but I like this guy also. I'm torn apart here.
I like the personality on Moore.
Would somebody just please win this?
Moore's getting the crowd. They're yelling for him.
Well, that's gonna happen.
A lot of personality from the kid. I like it.
I like like this, Christian. A lot like me with alcohol on a wedding dance floor.
I like it. So that's a way to win over the
wait,
crowd in your
I want to see that
entrance,
now.
I gotta tell you.
Yeah.
Can we react to that instead?
Yeah.
Making his Schmoedown Innergeekdom debut. He is Kevin the Smasher Smets. That's Kaiser. Okay, so that's Kaiser. And then here comes Smets. And look at Kaiser. Angry look on his face. Yeah, Kaiser rocking the Beastie Boys. Kaiser looks like your friend Winkleman. Yeah, he does. Kaiser eyeing me for some reason. Smets staring right into the camera, not sure. Yeah, he's getting one from the. It's almost like he's angered that he's getting applause.
Hi.
Well, you should have been here for the pizza.
Okay.
You should have been here for pizza.
Trash talk going on between Christian and
He's
Kaiser.
not shaking his hand.
More extended his hand.
More trying to be a nice guy.
The Smasher did not take it.
He did not. So Moore's trying to. He's extended a handshake and a smile.
It hurts a little bit. It's Black History Month and everything.
Wow. He's trying hard not to laugh. That's awesome.
Smets is just mean mugging and ready to rock. Mark, how does round number 1 go? All right, so with that, Smets, are you ready?
Ready.
Moore, are you ready?
Let's do this.
Then let's get
I mean, it's great when it's kind of like SNL and they're like playing a character and then all of a sudden,
Smets versus Moore, battle of the
Ryan
rookie
Gosling.
competitors. Here we go, gentlemen, in the category of the MCU.
Marvel Cinematic Universe.
Oh, yeah, we're playing this.
MCU,
Yeah.
if you can abbreviate. Here we go. In 2012's Avengers, Tony Stark says that Agent Coulson's first name is Agent. What is his real first name?
I have a real dumb question to ask. Yeah. Potentially, is the movie called Avengers or The Avengers?
5, 4,
God damn, Mark.
Challenge that question.
1. Smets.
Phil.
Yes, it is, Dave.
Tis the name of my father, Phil.
Yes, it is.
Phil.
1-1.
Phil.
Phil Moore, great host, Nick Arcade. I almost made
We have
it.
to do a thing.
1-1.
I was good at Sega Genesis games, not so much Super Nintendo.
Oh, well.
Your next category comes from the world of Middle Earth. This is Middle Earth.
That was weird. What did
And
you
the
do?
question is, which actress plays Arwen in the Lord of the Rings trilogy? Yeah, you ever watch that, Nick Arcade?
I know a Lord of the Rings question.
A little behind the scenes, the light over here, overexposing my whiteboard.
4.
There's a
You
light.
ever seen the movie The Wizard?
Yep.
Fred Savage.
Yeah.
2, 1. Points down.
Weird.
Points down. Pen down.
Points down.
Dave Moore.
I am blanking. I know it's. Oh, I know it now.
Kevin Smith.
Liv Tyler.
Liv Tyler's
It was
correct.
Liv Tyler.
Liv Tyler. Liv Tyler. Yum.
Don't forget
Wait.
about your
No. Daughter of Steven Tyler, definitely no.
3 apiece. So you can always ask for more time. Third one.
Ugh.
Fred
Star
Robin.
Wars. In Star Wars A New Hope, Obi-Wan said that Jedi were guardians of the galaxy for how many generations?
A lot of them.
I believe the quote is over this amount.
Well,
Yeah. For over.
I didn't write. I didn't miss anything.
5, just 4. You're a Star Wars fan. I want to get right by you.
2, 1.
Oh, no.
Smets.
Over 1,000 generations.
Correct. Dave.
The Jedi were guardians of peace in the galaxy.
That's correct.
They actually only ruled for 200.
Keep the good job now. All right, 3-2. 3-2. Good start here.
I didn't
for
answer
the
correctly.
All right. This is in the world of the DCEU.
There's more than one.
That stands for the DC, whatever the hell they're calling it now. Your question is, in Batman v Superman, Dawn of Justice, when Diana receives Lex's metahuman files from Bruce, whose archived video footage
Ooh.
does she watch first?
It's a good question.
Yeah, she sees a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
Who does she see
First. It's really a crapshoot, I guess.
Ooh.
Well, yeah, I mean, I think it limits the pool a little
5,
bit.
Why can I not spell it?
4, 3.
Throwing it out there. 50-50 shot for me.
Yeah.
Flash?
Correct.
Yeah.
And
House.
Kevin.
The Flash.
Got it.
Said Aquaman.
I said Flash.
Yeah.
Yes, Flash.
I
Aquaman.
knew Cyborg was the last
Cy-
one.
Yeah.
3. Next question. And also putting the logo of the Los Angeles Chargers in his answer.
Not the San Diego.
That was awful.
DC movies. Just the DC, not the EU.
It's all about the effort.
Yep.
We don't know sports. We're nerds.
That's right. And
Yeah, pretty much.
In the Lego Batman movie, where do Batman and Robin steal the Phantom
Oh.
Zone projector from?
Lego Batman. Your favorite Lego movie? Do you still go with the first Lego movie? We both like the second
Lego
one.
Batman.
Watch a review on this channel.
4, 3,
Right now.
2, 1. Pens down, please. And Kevin.
Fortress of Solitude.
Yeah, now I got it.
Dave.
The Fortress of Solitude.
5, 4.
The Fortress of Solitude.
Yeah, got it. Yeah, Superman's place.
Not in intimidating in the least. Either
What, his apartment?
Your
Yeah.
next category comes from the world
His
of
ice
heroes
apartment.
and villains.
Yeah.
Looks like we have both represented up there. Your question is,
Yeah, that's not a point
what
for me.
actor played Dr. Manhattan
Oh,
in
got it.
Watchmen?
Now, the actors were what got Dave last time.
Oh.
This one. is
yes.
I should have gotten Fortress of Solitude.
5,
It's the pressure, time pressure.
3,
You know how it is.
2, 1. Dave?
I think that was Jim Caviezel.
Nope.
Nope.
Correct. Kevin?
Billy Crudup.
That's correct.
Yep.
It was
Billy Crudup.
Billy Crudup.
Soon to be heard Dave Moore. That's right. I'll
What?
point out
Yeah, you
that
spelled it wrong.
right now, the Smasher has a perfect round 1 so far. Should he get a perfect round at the end of the 10 questions,
He's
he
doing
will be
fantastic.
the bonus one just to him.
All right, here we go. Next one is from Harry Potter. Harry Potter. Who gives Harry the Marauders map in The Prisoner of Azkaban? Smets writing down furiously again.
Can you still think of the movies individually? They all run together for me.
Yes, only because I've watched them so recently.
Oh, you did a rewatch with the
Kids.
family?
3.
Forgot you had that.
Thank you. 2. It's a nice guy. 1. Pens down, please. Kevin Smets.
George and Fred, the Weasley twins.
That's correct.
Oh.
And Dave.
I was attempting Weasley, but I didn't
Didn't have it. So
get it out
Smets
there.
starting to go a little bit ahead here.
What is a
7-4,
Marauders
7-4.
map?
All right.
See, I wrote Sirius Black because I knew he was a central character in Prisoner of Azkaban.
Next
So
question in the world of Star Trek. Star Trek. And your question
And I
is,
wasted pen ink.
Sir Patrick Stewart has played Jean-Luc Picard in how many Star Trek feature films? Need that number. Apparently he's coming back in some show.
They're going to have 20 seconds to answer this one.
Yeah. Okay. More time for us to opine about the CBS All Access app. 5, where you can get Star Trek.
3, 2,
Shot in the dark.
1.
Yeah.
Dave.
4?
That's correct.
Yeah.
Oh,
4.
Yeah, 4.
I put 5. And I was thinking
Generations,
4.
First Contact, Insurrection, and Nemesis.
I was thinking 4. That
Here for
frustrates me.
category of Marvel films. Marvel.
Sure
Who
don't think that.
voices Spider-Man Noir in Spider-Man
Oh.
Into the Spider-Verse?
Both competitors writing down the answer with glee.
Yep. One of my favorite lines in the movie.
Studio audience here enjoying that question.
5, 4,
Yep.
3, 2, 1. Kevin?
Nicolas Cage.
Yes, it is.
Cage.
Dave Moore?
Nicolas Cage.
Yes.
It is.
9,
Nicolas
6.
Cage.
Nick
Good
Cage.
pace, but Smets
We don't
has
choose the
not
dance floor, we just
missed.
The thing is that David Moore's having a very good round number 1, and Smets kind of overshadowing him, and he can get a perfect round if he gets this next question right. To the field, this is from Mixed Bag. So it could be anything. Let's get drunk and find out. The question is, what 2000s film is set in the fictional Basin City and has characters by the name of Jackie Boy, Hardigan, Kevin, and Marv?
I'm
You
running
could
out.
just left it at the fictional Basin City. You didn't
there's
even
a lot of
actually,
movies called
have to
Kevin.
tell us character names.
Well, because they did, I know what it is.
Yeah.
So
I got it just off Basin City.
3,
Hardigan gave it away from me.
Yeah.
1. Start with Dave.
Sin City?
That's correct.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Sin City.
Perfect round.
Sin City.
Sin City.
Kevin Smets debuting here, his first debut, and he hits a perfect round. Now, can he get the bonus? We're going to find out. Kevin,
why
you
we
don't
won
have
for
to- you don't have to
Smets.
write this down. This is just for you. Here we go. Who played villain Aldrich Killian in
Guy Pearce.
2013's Iron Man 3?
Guy Pearce.
1 point. Look at Kevin Smith. 4-point lead for
It's a drink to you, buddy. It's a good.
And he's got himself
good first
a point.
round.
David Moore's
Some
playing
good smashing.
great. Kevin Smets is just playing phenomenally right now. So here
Yeah,
we go.
this is an incredible debut performance, really, by both gentlemen.
I won't say that
Like you said,
again.
Kevin's getting
Yeah,
the
please
headline
don't.
because
Okay.
a perfect round number 1.
When you get 7 points normally in your debut, it's like,
Well, yeah,
incredible.
you are front page news.
But now we get to round
It
number
just
2.
didn't feel right.
And how does that work?
Drop
Now, luckily, I'm here to tell
Thank
both
God.
competitors and you and everybody at home, Christian. Round number 2. And friendly reminder, that wheel is a sponsored wheel. The entire wheel is sponsored by our old buddy, a loyal Schmoedown Patreon subscriber. Give it up for Reefton, everybody. Reefton sponsoring the wheel.
Thanks, Reefton.
Reefton sponsored wheel slices are Harry Potter, your favorite movie series, and Star Wars.
Yeah, all right.
It's my favorite
Meryl
movie series. Thank you,
Streep.
Reefton. Because David had a great first round. But
not gonna
Kevin
be on
had
that wheel.
an even better one, a perfect one, as a matter of fact. Kevin, it is your option. Would you like to spin first or defer to your opponent?
I'll defer.
All right, so Dave's going to go. Dave's going to go first.
If
Dave,
any actress could be on the Innergeekdom wheel, it should be Zoe Saldana.
And please spin gently.
I'm Zoe Deschanel.
Elderly wheel. It's an elderly wheel. That is
Because
perfect.
she's just kind of a geeky girl.
No, I'm thinking actresses who's been in multiple
yeah.
movie series.
Star Trek, Marvel, Avatar,
Is the wheel.
Oh, where's it going to go?
It's not going to be Spinner's Choice, but it could be
Star
Star Wars.
MCU.
MCU. You sticking with the MCU? He's gonna stick with the MCU.
I would.
He's going to stick with the MCU. All right.
Love the
David,
MCU.
your first of 5 questions. It's good to see you as always. Your first of
I
5
like this guy.
questions in the world of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. What is the name of Scott Lang's estranged former wife in the Ant-Man films?
Well, that's a deep cut.
5, 4.
Multiple choice.
I can do that for you. Is
Yeah.
it A, Maggie, B, Laurie, C, Julie, or D, Denise?
I think it's Maggie.
I'm gonna go Julie to be different.
Julie?
That is incorrect for the steal.
I'm
count.
wrong.
Maggie.
It is Maggie.
He's right.
Smets. Tough if he's stealing points, too.
So I'm going multiple
You
choice.
can't let apparently you can't.
Her name's Tom Tom.
miss anything against Smets apparently.
So far, that has been the case. Your second question, back to you, David.
She used to pick on Elektra.
In the film Doctor Strange, Mordo's relic are the vaulting boots of what?
Wait, what? Just ask me about the staff of the Living Tribunal. I don't know about the vaulting boots.
Multiple choice.
Is it A, Agamotto?
No.
B,
No.
Sidorak?
No.
C, Apollon? Or D, Valtor?
It's either C or D.
It is, in fact, Valtor.
Wow.
Sidorak were the bands. The Crimson bands of Sidorak.
Needs a sip of water to get his composure.
The staff of the Living Tribunal.
Nerd!
All right. Your next question. What is the name of the world internet hub that Tony travels to in Avengers Age of Ultron?
The one in Switzerland. Or something like that.
These are rough MCU questions.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Multiple choice.
Wow.
Is it A, Net Central, B, Cortex, C, Fulcrum,
Nexus?
or D, Nexus?
Might be Nexus.
5, 4.
Deep cut.
Fulcrum?
That is incorrect for another steal.
Nexus.
It is, in fact, Nexus.
Wow, Kevin Smets is unstoppable.
Wow, really giving it to him. All right.
Feeling like a perfect game so far?
Excuse me.
Yeah.
David, back to you. You get 2 more questions. Your penultimate one in the world of the MCU.
You get that
At the
2-pointer.
beginning of Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, Ego and Meredith pull into the parking lot of what fast
Dairy Queen.
food restaurant?
Texas stop sign.
Yeah.
5,
It's in every small town in this state.
3.
Multiple choice.
Is it A, McDonald's, B, Burger King, C, Wendy's, or D, Dairy Queen?
Dairy Queen.
Give him a point for Dairy Queen.
Ego likes his blizzards, and they hand it to him upside down.
Yeah.
That's what I like
All
about
right, and your
Texas.
last question, David. In the world
Nobody
of
outside
MCU,
Texas
currently
will
trail
understand
by
that.
4. You
Not
can
the jingle.
have that deficit if you
Yeah,
get
'cause
this
they
one
probably
right
say,
off the bat.
"Nobody does
And
it
that
like
question
Rhode
is,
Island."
In the film Black Panther,
Got it.
who played Wakabi, confidant and best friend
Daniel.
to T'Challa?
Yeah,
The name of the
Daniel
actor?
Kaluuya.
Damn cool.
Multiple choice. When I hear it, I'll probably know.
Is it A, Daniel Kaluuya, B, Brian Tyree Henry, C, Sterling K. Brown, or D, Forrest Whitaker?
Daniel Kaluuya.
Give him a point, and he trails by 3.
Yeah, well, he's got. I don't know what Kevin's weak at, but he's got to hope Kevin hits something weak.
We haven't seen a weakness yet, so Kevin, step on up there and give it
Yes.
a light spin, because it is a very frail old wheel that is about to go to Boca Vista to visit Sam Levine.
Well, that's the thing, though. That's the thing, though, with these new rookies. You don't know what they know and what they don't. We're learning this thing.
That's the thing about these rookies. You don't know how hard they'll
You
spin
don't
that
know if
wheel.
there's something. I would be shocked at this point if he's
sitting here for days.
Something.
Yeah.
Well, you don't know what's he gonna. Oh, maybe.
Could be
Oh,
movie
come on.
release
Movie
dates.
release
He wants
dates.
it. He likes lots of movie release dates.
Ooh.
He's going for it.
Ooh.
All right, movie release dates. It is.
All right.
All
here
right.
we go.
It's good seeing you, David Moore.
5
Yeah.
questions in a row, movie release
That's some
dates.
confidence right there.
Star Trek Into Darkness. It was released in what year?
2013.
That's correct.
Oh, yeah, Into Darkness.
Yeah.
The computer animated Ninja Turtles film called TMNT
2007.
was released in what year?
2007.
Wow.
That's correct. This guy is a computer animated version of a competitor.
The Rocketeer was released in what
1993.
year? Oh my goodness.
Or
yes, that's
91.
correct.
Yeah.
And
You know, just let him
other
answer.
questions.
Samuel
I can do
L.
this
Jackson
too.
first appeared on the big screen as Nick Fury.
2008.
2008.
Which year?
2008.
Correct.
That's correct. So it's now 21 to 10.
End of Iron Man.
Kevin, how many films based on Marvel properties were released in 2003?
2 or 3?
20 seconds to answer.
Hulk.
Christian, this could be for the
Yeah,
Is
there's
there an
2.
X-Men movie in there?
Daredevil.
Daredevil.
Hulk.
Twice.
Is it A, 2, B, 3?
I'm gonna go 3.
C, 4, D, 5.
I think X2. I think X2 came out in 2003.
5.
I think Spider-Man 2 came
TE
out.
roll, please.
How many films based on Marvel
I think
properties
Spider-Man 2 came out in
released
2002, so I think.
2003?
And I think X2 came out in 2003.
X-Men came out in
Sorry,
2000.
choices one more time.
A, 2, B,
X-
3,
X2 was
C,
2003.
4, D,
Okay.
5.
2.
That is incorrect.
3.
So, David, for the steal to stay alive and to get into round 3.
3.
That's correct.
Daredevil, Hulk, and X2. Yeah.
He has made it.
Avoided the TKO.
By the skin of his
He
teeth.
avoided the KO. He avoided the KO. Smets bleeds for just a minute. Just a minute. And
He's
got
mortal. He's a man.
He's a man, but he's got 10
Missed the perfect game.
lead going into round 3. This is a deficit that Moore's got to climb out of. He needs to get all 3 of his round 3 questions right in order to stay in the game.
Yeah, and Christian, this is one of those scenarios where, regardless if David Moore is able to somehow pull off a miracle here, I think both David and Kevin, you learn something from a match like this. You learn when you were in a big hole, you learn how to
Jeez.
protect
Dude,
the
he's
lead.
got the
Both
20s in
competitors
his
gaining
first
knowledge
match.
right before our very eyes.
Yeah, and you see
Jeez.
his manager Kaiser coming in there, giving him a couple of words and walking out.
I do like Kaiser's gas station sunglasses.
I like him too. All right, so now we're going to get to round number 3, Mark. How's it go?
In round number 3, each competitor is going to give us a series of numbers. Those numbers
I
may
wanted to
range
start
from
rooting for
1 to
David Moore now,
16.
but I can't.
Each number
Yeah.
corresponds to a different
We
category.
picked the right guy at the beginning of this.
Movie Trivia Schmoedown
Good lord.
Innergeekdom Galaxy. Your first question here is going to be worth 2 points. The next one's 3 points. The last one is worth 5 points. We're going to get Kevin's numbers first because you enjoy a 10-point advantage, and then we'll get David's numbers. And I'll keep in mind, David, you're going to have to hit all 3 to force Kevin's hand. Kevin, what numbers do you want?
6, 8, 7.
6, 8, and
6, 8,
7,
7
for the Smasher and for Dave Moore.
I don't know. That's THX 1138.
11. You can't have 8, but 11-3.
Oh. Well, I can't THX it. 11-3.
Roman numeral X, 10.
9.
11-3 and 9 it is. All right. So Dave has to get all
that's
3
right.
of these in order to stay in the game, or Kevin will win via TKO.
All right, David, you selected 11 for your first category, or as you would say, 1-1. And that corresponds to a familiar category for you. That's the world of the MCU. The MCU.
Again,
Hopefully the questions are a little easier.
Your question for 2 points
We'll
to
see.
stay alive. Who plays the villainous Sonny Birch in
Oh,
Ant-Man
Walton
and
Goggins.
the
Yes.
Wasp?
Walton Goggins.
5,
The Gogs.
4, 3,
The Waltz.
2.
Repeat the question.
Who plays the villainous Sonny Birch in Ant-Man and the Wasp?
The Goggenmeister.
Goggenheimer.
Goggin.
5, 4, 3.
Goggerino.
Repeat the question.
Second one.
Who plays the villainous Sonny Birch in Ant-Man and the Wasp?
His face. His face haunts me.
And it will if you miss this.
5, 4,
Walton
3,
Goggins.
2.
Repeat the question.
Last one.
Who plays the villainous Sonny
Dude,
Birch?
if he pulls out Bateman and just like the last
Wasp?
second says it.
It would be a poor use of his repeats.
Oh yeah.
5,
Still be pretty
4,
funny.
3, 2, 1.
That's it.
And your winner,
Wow. That is a first match.
Yeah.
Answer is Walton Goggins. Walton Goggins was the answer.
Kaiser coming out saying, who's number 2?
Kaiser reminding them that they have a lot to do in the Innergeekdom League, and David Moore
Someone's got a
couldn't get that
future.
question early. He was going to have to pull off a miracle in round number 3, but what got them to this situation was the fact that Kevin throws a perfect round 1, gets a couple steals, has a very good near-perfect round number 2, and he looks like a pretty unbeatable force.
Kevin Smets just put the Innergeekdom League on notice because Kevin Smets only missed one multiple choice question, won by TKO in his first match. David Moore played very well. He just, you can tell, he struggles with actors' names. I think that if he starts learning actors' names, he's going to come back a stronger player because that was his downfall. He missed a lot of questions.
Walton Goggins, a tough name.
But he missed a lot of questions about actors, and I think that's something he can improve on. He's a young
I got
kid.
it.
You can see him. You've seen what studying
He's got
has
the
done
fire
for
in his
players.
eyes.
You can see what studying has done for players like Ben Bateman, Ken Kalinowski, Ken
Kalinowski.
Mike Kalinowski,
Mike's brother.
and now Dave Moore. I think could be one of those players as well. The story is Kevin Smets. Kevin Benjamin, the Smasher Smets, is going to be a force here that I think that Mike Kalinowski should look out for, Rachel should look out for, because this kid is here to play.
That's right. You don't know if it was a great debut, if he's going to be able to carry that on, because we've seen competitors open up with an incredible first match, and then they do okay. Sometimes they do well. The future will tell us that story. Right now, to tell the story of the match is our own Jen Sturger.
What's up, Movie Trivia Schmoedown fans? Jen Sturger here with Kevin, the Smasher Smets. Kevin, where did you come from? That was amazing.
Look, I didn't come here to talk to you. I came here to answer questions, so if you don't have any questions for me, I'm just going to take off.
I have a lot of questions. This is actually an interview.
How about I do the talking, Jen? Is that okay? Can I do that? That's what he brought me here to do. He answers questions correctly. I talk for Kevin Smets. Okay? First thing I'd like to say, David Moore, you're a good kid. You got in our way. You had to go. Okay? So all I want to know, Jen, is who's next?
Who's next? Well, I mean, maybe we start out small, you know, like, we got plenty of great competitors. Jared Habon, Keaton Marshy.
How about Navarro? Why don't we bring Navarro out? Why don't we get somebody out there who can give this kid a challenge?
Christian, he's hilarious. You realize he's a former champion, right?
Let me tell you something. Christian Harloff should thank me and thank Kevin Smets for coming on this show. We probably got 50,000 new subscribers the minute we walked out here. Yes, we know who he is. We know who he is.
Okay. I mean, we haven't heard from Hector in a while, so I think we're going to have to...
We'll call his lawyer. He probably knows where he is.
Okay. So, congratulations on a perfect first round.
Okay. Deuces.
He's a gem, Christian. Where'd you find him? Thanks, guys. I'm back with David. David, 7 points in any other first round would actually be a pretty good day, but unfortunately, you got hit by
real
a
cool
there.
dude.
Yeah,
it's real, like a movie reel.
That wasn't
I
fun.
like it.
I mean, it was fun, but that wasn't fun. It was a whole lot of stuff that happened. I lost my train of thought because that was another train coming at me from another direction. And it was
Oh, jeez. Yay!
What are you doing here?
Hi.
Hi, I just wanted to introduce myself. Jay Washington, pleasure to meet you.
Pleasure to meet you, fellow chocolate man. Yes. Hi.
That was really unnecessary.
But we are, and I embrace it.
You embracing my hand too much with this chocolateness. I wanted to say you played a great game while you still holding my damn hand.
Because I love you, Jay.
That is too much for this show. You played a great game. Welcome to the league.
Appreciate you.
Keep doing what you're doing and watch some movies, not just look at the intro cards. Thank you. But congratulations, kid. Seriously. Congratulations. Great first showing. Real talk. See ya.
Yeah.
That was super kind.
All of that.
But,
That was...
But for real though, David, people fell in love with you out there. You just came out with this charisma, this like fun attitude.
Also, you kind of remind me of like, say, Jay Washington's younger brother.
You
Yeah.
know? Everybody fell in love with you out
Effervescent
there.
personality.
It's a compliment, I promise.
I'll take it all day.
Is he doing the Carlton? Yeah, he is. I like this guy.
Yeah, you know, I
hope that your loss today didn't deter you from coming back because we really enjoyed watching you play.
I appreciate that. It didn't. Like
He did a
look at
Fortnite
this
dance.
experience, and I relate it to another man who lost to a beast, T'Challa, to Killmonger. But guess what? He spoke to his ancestors, and he knew just what to do. And he came back and was victorious because good shall always triumph over evil.
But he did die, you know that, right?
Killmonger did. But like, I'm T'Challa.
Oh, good. You at least saw that
I'm
movie.
T'Challa, man.
Thanks so much again for playing today, David. We hope to see you again soon.
I appreciate you.
Back to you guys.
Well, look at that. And you talk about Kevin Smets and Kaiser. They just called out the former champion, Hector Navarro. Now, whether or not Hector Navarro is going to take the challenge, we haven't heard from Hector in a little bit. Can Hector... Will he take on the challenge of Kevin Smets? We will see. And is Kevin calling up a little bit too soon to play someone like a Hector Navarro? Time will tell. We don't know if that match will happen. That's something
I don't know about that.
to also say. I don't know if I'm going to give you Hector yet, but the fact that he's calling someone out like that is incredible. And Dave Moore says, yes, get me back in there. I want to play.
Yeah, Kevin's showing a lot of moxie, calling out some of the most hallowed competitors in the history of the Innergeekdom division. And you're right, David Moore. Look, you got to smile after a match like that. You made it through. You got through your first match. Now you have something to build off of. You know your strengths, you know your weaknesses. I look forward to seeing a lot more of him in the Innergeekdom division.
Look, Kevin Smets, after the awards show this year, I got an email from him that said, come this year, I will be Rookie of the Year. I will be Innergeekdom champion. I will.
This is why I was going for
one
him.
of the best players of all time. I like the moxie there. It's a lot.
Nice to be modest.
It's a lot to say. It's a lot to say. Can he do it? We're going to find out. But now, you guys, thank you. There's so much going on. There's so much going on in the Movie Trivia Schmoedown. The first place I'm going to send you is to the Schmoedownlive.com. The free-for-all. 35 competitors, and they're all competing live in downtown LA. You guys can be there to watch it all go down. Just buy tickets. Come check it out. Imagine the screaming, the yelling. Who's going to be the last person standing and get a shot at any title that they want? And then April 13th, Who's the Boss plays in a #1 contender match. Alex Damon defends the Star Wars Championship. Get your tickets right now.
Chicago, Los Angeles, a lot of great dates, a lot of great live offerings that we have for you. Check out the Schmoedownlive.com or go to TriviaSD.com and check out the Movie Trivia Schmoedown Patreon today. That is Christian George Harloff. I am Mark Baby Carrots Ellis, and we'll see you around soon on the Movie Trivia Schmoedown.
Oh, Stacy.
You, Ethan, Stacy, this is going to be a great thing. Stacy, listen, I am so glad to see you. I missed you so much. New York was amazing.
I missed you.
Listen, we were talking on the plane. and we got something great for you. Because we already got Ethan and Janine together.
We're going to find you right there.
Yep. That's a Kalinowski line. Mm-hmm.
You know what, Jay? I know your game. Okay? No, I know every game that you're playing. All right? What's going on?
I'm not playing a game, Stacy.
So you know what? Congratulations to your success in New York, to the both of you. Where was I in that picture? I had to hear about it from everybody but you. I didn't get a phone call.
I did call you.
I did get it.
I called you.
I heard nothing from you. Okay? You know what? I'm the most underrated player in this game. Okay?
I know.
I've been putting my work in for years.
Stacy's gonna pull a Kalinowski this season.
What belts do I have? What matches have I won? What partner? What great partner have I had?
I got one coming. I got that. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
No. You know what? I don't need you guys anymore. I have a new family. I found a place.
Uh-oh. Oh.
What's happening?
That's a different family. It's not the family I was thinking of.
Who's she talking to? Who's getting in her head?
Did that sound like...
This is the bathroom.
Wait, what?
What just happened?
Okay. So playing the corruption theme there.
Mm-hmm.
So Stacy's joining corruption, it sounds like.
Well, I mean, that's why she did the... Let me stop you right there.
Yeah, that's what I initially thought. She said family, so that kind of threw me off since family right now is tentatively what we're hearing is the title for the Robert Meyer Burnett and Andrew Guy faction.
Yeah.
But, yeah, that's interesting.
And last we saw was Ken was sneaking Grace, or sneaking her, but whatever, let her in through the back door.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's very possible that Grace is going to be in charge of corruption, Knights of Ken.
But where does that put Ken? Because Ken was...
He's going to be a competitor.
For what? Just in general again?
Yeah, he'll be back down to a competitor in...
Well, then there you have it. That means the Knights of Ken, the idea of that is now probably gone, and corruption in general is the name of the faction, I guess.
Yeah.
Not just the team of Chance and...
So, like Kalinowski has the belt now. Now that's going to position Ken to potentially try to go back after the Star Wars belt again.
Well, maybe. It doesn't sound like he's really into doing that anymore. But maybe we'll see. Maybe there'll be like a change of heart going forward. But
that also leaves Chance in there. And then there's still the question of potentially what is Donica up to?
Yeah, I haven't seen Donica in a minute, and he was hanging out with Ken a lot, so maybe he's going to hang out. Maybe he's going to hang out with corruption now.
Yeah.
I thought he didn't like Kalinowski either, but maybe that hatchet's buried. We'll
Or
see.
here's a new twist. What happens when corruption actually teams up with the family and they become one giant
I feel like
faction?
I've heard this idea somewhere before.
Possibly.
Like the Movie Trivia Schmoedown Facebook page, where a young individual by the name of Chris Adams suggested a Schmoedown Civil War where the good guys and the bad guys.
God, how many Chris Adams are there a part of that?
I think there's just one, and it's me.
Oh, okay.
Hey! That's where I heard the idea. But to talk about this match that we did just see, there's a reason I was picking Kevin Smets from the beginning, and it's because of what Christian mentioned there, where he's saying by the end of the season, I will be the champion.
Single champion in Innergeekdom.
Innergeekdom, all of that. Yeah, he sounded confident from the very beginning, and that I was like, okay, I'm going to trust that, because those are big words for a rookie coming in, and I think he proved himself handedly.
Yeah, very, very rare that a rookie's going to come in and score over 20 points in their first battle.
I mean, he literally almost threw a perfect game.
Yeah.
Almost. Mm-hmm. That is nothing to laugh at. So, am I a fan of all the heel personalities from all the fan league competitors coming in? Not necessarily. I like a little bit of mix up.
All are coming in as heels.
Yeah, I'd like a little bit of mix up. I'd like one of them to kind of be face.
Hi guys.
See, and this is why I liked Moore right there, because he was fun to watch. He had a great personality. He was really like, man, he was just on it from the beginning. He didn't play, obviously, as good of a game as Smets did, but I liked his personality and Kevin's ability to play the game. Now, if you just smash those two together, if you just smash those two together, then you'd have a player that I would just thoroughly enjoy watching all the way around.
Yeah.
But apparently you only get so much.
Yeah. So, will Smets get to play Hector Navarro?
It depends if Hector can come back. I think that's a good call out.
That might be a really good match, especially if Hector is still as strong as he ever was, and there's no ring rust. Yeah,
same as he ever was. That's a music. That's not movies. Yeah, we're gonna see what the future for Smets looks like. I think going after a former champion is a good idea. Fun idea. But we want to thank you guys for watching this reaction to the Schmoedown. What did you think? Who were you going for? Did you enjoy both competitors like I did? Let us know down below in the comments. Like this video. Go ahead and go over to the Schmoedown YouTube channel. All the social medias are like mixing up in my head. Go over to the Schmoedown YouTube channel. Make sure you're subscribed over there. Drop a comment over there. Let them know what you think. Share the video. All of that. What else should they do?
There's also that weird funky button up here that says subscribe, or it just has our logo, but it will go to subscribe. There's also a bunch of other videos over here off to the side that you could click on to watch more of our shenanigans. And I guess, as always...
Two there are. No more, no less.
Later.
See ya.
Screwed that up you did, yes?
Yeah, same as you with that impression.